Hi guys, welcome back to PERIDOT TV. How are you doing? Veteran journalist Dele Momodu has condemned the President Muhammad Buhari administration for the continued detention of pro-democracy campaigner and convener of Revolution Now movement, Omoyele Sowore. For those who do not know who Dele Momodu is, he is actually the CEO of Ovation magazine. If you've seen the magazine before, I think they are online, and also they have a print a magazine. He is still the same person that interviewed and posted pictures that some claim that the pictures are dodgy, that the pictures they've done some kind of photoshopping, and they is behind this woman. So he's the one that actually brought the pictures and interviewed Desiani Alison Madweke. As you all know, what happened, what Desiani Madweke did, she did a lot of looting during the time that he was serving as Minister of Petroleum, and aside that, a lot of things went down. I mean, a lot of money. Now, it's not just Desiani Madweke, like I do say. The first time I posted a story as regards this woman, I saw some people from our tribe saying, "What's your business with that? What about the Hausa Fulani?" Now, the point is, you are the one suffering. Desiani is not sharing the money down to you. The Hausa Fulani is not giving you any of the money, and the system is being robbed. They have their children abroad. Desiani has their children abroad. You do not benefit. Even if you are abroad, you do not benefit from the kind of life, from the kind of money that these people looted. Their kids do not work, and their future is already settled. It doesn't matter if they pass the examinations in school. It doesn't matter if they are dull, dumb. It doesn't matter if they don't know how to do anything. Their parents have stolen money that will last for centuries. So I was kind of like, well, this is what we have in Nigeria. They found a way to desensitize Nigerian youths, that they do not have the ability to reason. They do not understand how things work. They believe it's now tribal, ethnicity. That's what they do. They fight people based on religion and also tribal issues, and that is what they've given to you, whilst they sit down together amongst themselves and they enjoy a bottle of very expensive wine in the Bahamas. And this is an Hausa man with an Igbo senator, an Hausa governor with a Yoruba senator. They enjoy this life while you are there talking religion, talking tribal issues. Anyway, in a post on Twitter on Saturday, Dele Momodu said that Buhari's government was massaging terrorists, while Sowore, who carried no weapon, had been held in detention for over a month. And here is Dele Momodu's official Twitter handle, and here he writes, "My heart prays for Omoyele Sowore this morning, as I find it painful that a man who carried no weapon is in detention, while those who terrorize others are being massaged like newborn babies. Please join me in pleading with the federal government to dialogue with Sowore like others." Now, it's so strange that Buhari was quick when Biafra agitation came on, and he was so swift to lock up Sowore. And what about the bandits? And it took so long before Buhari said, "Shoot any bandit aside and go back to your wives." That's what he told the military. That is because a lot of Nigerians spoke, and it was sort of, they've killed a lot of people before Buhari decided to speak. I don't know why this is happening. Anyway, I believe that he should have spoken to this young man Sowore, but then he thought that Sowore was unable to beat him during the election, and some say he rigged it. Well, we know that a lot of people did not vote for Sowore anyway, and so it's going to be difficult for Sowore to win that election. And they said, you came, you couldn't win. You couldn't win. So why would you want to unseat this government? Now, we all know that election is a game of numbers, and also very important, we know that the election requires structure. And right now, I believe that Nigerians are still comfortable with their chains. They are still comfortable with their chains, and people still, we distrust people. I mean, Sowore can become president and become a dictator, just like Robert Mugabe stayed in that seat and refused to leave, and everything became, they had ideas, so it's easy for them to speak. So that's what people are kind of concerned about. People are so confused. And do not forget, like I said, that a lot of Nigeria has been desensitized. They don't know what they are doing. Some are so comfortable, some are romancing the chains that they are in. Here he writes, "The evil he helped to power knows no bound. I pity him. If only men understand what goes around comes around." Here, let's see some few comments. Here, someone writes, "Thank you, my dear. Karma is dishing it to him now. Now they said Goodluck Jonathan was weak. Now they have a strong precedent." And all right, the current Buhari was worst doesn't mean Goodluck Jonathan wasn't bad. In fact, Buhari just broke Goodluck Jonathan's record for worst administration. So when you're right, and anybody was saying Goodluck Jonathan wasn't bad, but then people were clamoring that he shouldn't be replaced with worse. But many just wanted a change, not minding if it was positive or negative, and that's why we are where we are now today. And that's what I'm talking about. Everyone has to be an activist, a revolutionary. We need to reflect, we need to understand. We just don't feel pressured. We know it's like someone saying, you know what, I don't want this pot that has two holes in it, and they said, all right, we're going to replace this with another pot that has one hole. And as you put on the pot, you take this pot, you pour water inside of it, you realize that this pot, the holes are getting bigger. That is what is happening. You need a pot that has no holes. That's what we are talking about. And unfortunately, things are not the way it is anyway. And here someone write for being bad too. Okay, here someone write, wow, both are bad. We should be discussing who make the country better, not ailing the bad for the worse. We will end up recycling them in 2023 if we continue like this. So I think Nigerians are beginning to reflect. This is called reflection, and that's what I'm talking about. Not just we don't want Buhari. If you don't want Buhari, is there someone else? Are you ready? Do you have what it takes to take Nigeria to the next level? And I'm talking about every individual as citizen. It's not just the government. You are not cattle, you are not animals, and you expect a leader to just take you across the Red Sea. You yourself should be able to know what you need and how things are supposed to be done. That is what it is. But unfortunately, it seems that we have some people that have benefited from the government somehow, and they will always be the talks that will be used during an election. Yes, someone writes now, wow, when it was Kanu, the Igbos were out every day for him and well organized. While Sowore is there for weeks, nobody from even Lagos or Ibadan could come out for him. Well, that seems to be true, although we saw some people protesting, and you know what happened? They were arrested. And aside that, some people from Sowore's place, his village, some Ijo women are actually the ones coming out. Why? Because a lot of Nigerians do not share the dream of Sowore. Whatever he's saying, they do not share his dream. Some feel that Sowore is a bit corrupt somehow, that he is involved in some kind of activities. And what is this activity? They claim that Sowore makes money from blackmailing politicians and some other people, and they pay him money. That is how he's able to make money. Now we cannot vouch for that kind of information. We don't know what that is. Probably someone, I think it's a lady called Eunice, one of the political aspirants during the last election, was one that came up with that kind of story. And Sowore claimed that she is actually a stooge placed in there by Atiku and other parties just to destabilize the new party. Anyway, here someone writes, the Igbo died for a man protesting the actualization of a Biafran country. Sowore was not fighting for the Yorubas. He was fighting for Nigeria. See him as a Nigerian. The Igbos or Hausas can come out again to protest the detention. Let's be guided. This is called reflection. And again, we are not talking about tribal issues here. When Nnamdi Kanu came out, he wasn't speaking for Nigeria. He was speaking for his own people. In fact, we saw certain narratives that he presented out there, probably because he was misguided or he was pointing fingers at some Yoruba people that are part of the system. Yes, well, that could be the case there, but people felt from other parts of Nigeria felt they felt that Nnamdi Kanu was kind of saying stuff that they weren't comfortable with. He was actually saying words that were very awful to their tribe, because all Nigerians are suffering. Yes, that is what some say. And why would this guy be saying things? So he tribalized his narrative, his protest. It became more tribal. He used this kind of way, this demagogue, if I might use that word. That is what he used in trying to make his people feel comfortable and more feel more important than other tribes, and it's tied with all of these things. Now, some might not agree with this, probably an Igbo person, Biafran, but that is the reality. And there is another man in I think he lives in the United Kingdom. He calls himself Adeyinka grandson, and right now I think I think he is in home arrest or something like that. He is also saying the same words, the same narrative, just like Nnamdi Kanu, saying words against Igbo people as if the Igbo people are the problems of Nigeria, saying words and stuff like that. So that's what we are talking about. But when Sowore came out, Sowore did not begin to speak against Igbo people, begin to speak against this and that. Showore's ideology and narrative covered the whole of Nigeria without tribalizing anything. So just like this young man has said, it is the truth. That is it. Although now people are saying, oh, someone has come out for the Yoruba people. It is not Yoruba, Igbo. And that's not the way these things are done. No, If someone is coming out to speak against the injustice in the system, coming out about to speak about the problems that we have in Nigeria, then it's a different thing. That is his own path. And if someone is saying my people, then the person is speaking basically for his own people. That's the difference between both of them. Yeah, another one. I believe the Southwest governor need to wake up and take action as regards this Sowore issue. Yes, he was arrested for issues affecting Nigeria, but what he stood up for wasn't a lie. Why am I saying this? Because SSS and South and Southeast governors will not do the talking for them, and this person is not a Yoruba person, as you can see. So here, somewhere, you mean the ones who visit Buhari at night? I wouldn't know, fam. Yeah, dialogue with someone that plans to topple the government. This is someone asking that. We need to start calibrating some Nigerian brains like machineries for precision results. I love our Yoruba neighbors, but not the likes of Momodu. He's a perfect hypocrite and very corrupt too. Like when I started, I said Dele Momodu. Well, a lot of politicians and people like this, lobbyists, they were sometimes ago, some of them were activists. And after a while, we saw that money was so important and a lot of things happened. He is the one that brought the story. She is the one that broke the story of this Alice Ndesiani, you know, the whole thing with pictures of her suffering from some unknown disease. They say she's having cancer. Why is that when it's still money, then they begin to, the cancer begins to grow back and forth somewhere? She is there in the United Kingdom and she's not back in Nigeria. And just imagine the amount of money that she has stolen. She said they should return back all the jewelries. I posted that video, or that they should return back all the jewelries that they took from her. And also I posted a video too, the house that she has somewhere, I think in Banana Island. You need to see the toilet of that house is made of pure gold. I'm not talking about being colored with color gold, made of pure gold. She imported all of this. Is toilet gold. Come on, look at that. So these people took a lot of money. Yes. So this is what this person is saying. He's a perfect hypocrite and very corrupt. So first, he gave us a fake story of Desiani with cancer. Then he came with how Saraki and Atiku will be president at the same time. Now it comes again with Sowore. He is a fake man. So what's your think about all these politicians, lobbyists, political lobbyists, and all those people that we have in Nigeria? Is it that they speak up? They speak out when they feel they are not enjoying from the present administration, just like Mr. SAN Keyamo is actually supporting Buhari now. Back in those days, he would be speaking against Buhari. It doesn't matter what Buhari is doing because it's not part of the national cake. So what's your take about what is happening in Nigeria? It seems these things are so funny. Let us meet at the comment section below. You know, there's a lot of, just look at it, a lot of comments here and there, a lot of comment. What is your take about all of these things? Are you still a desensitized Nigerian? Are you still someone that loved his own shackles, the shackles that they've put on you? You like the shackles, you are romancing that shackles, you want to stay in that position, you want to stay there. Are you someone that is planning and clamoring for the same seceding from Nigeria, so that you can have your own nation, a smaller one that you can work with, and probably try to find a way of cutting out some of the corrupt people in your own new country? Let us meet at the comment section below. And while you're at that, may I remind you to tap on that subscription button. It's very important. Tap on it, and also the red notification icon bell below, so that you will be notified whenever new videos are uploaded. Thanks for stopping by.